Greetings everyone, I'm Jen the Curious Cloud and welcome to my channel. Today is Mother's Day in the States, so happy Mother's Day to everyone who celebrates. Today I am going to do a video response to Donna over at Ozark Oracle. She did a video with the hashtag which court card are you, I believe is what it was. And it's which court card you are and why. So initially I thought this was going to be really easy. I'm the Queen of Wands. Obviously I'm the Queen of Wands. I am a Leo. Sunflower is one of my favorite flowers. And it's actually one of my tattoos. I love cats, lions, all that jazz. The Queen of Wands tends to be one of the cards that I identify with a lot in a lot of decks. Oddly enough, the original one tends to be one of my favorites because it has all of those lovely things that I like in it. I'm not a huge fan of the Pixie's original art, but I like this card. And I definitely have kind of a fiery temper. And I can be kind of gregarious, but only in certain situations. I'm not that person who walks in and lights up a room. I do not like being the center of attention. I'm kind of an atypical Leo in that respect. I would say my more overriding personality trait is that I get stuck in my head all the time. I'm a huge nerd. If you've seen some of my other videos, you know I like homework. So I like to learn about new stuff. I'm reading all the time, and so really my intellect is more of what rules me than anything else. And so I realized through doing this that I am actually the Queen of Swords, which I probably should have realized. I'm a Ravenclaw in Pottermore, and just kind of a big nerd. So yeah, that's me. I figured I'd pull out some of my favorite, I pulled out all of my Queen of Swords, actually, cards. So you'll be able to figure out which decks I have. I have not done my collection video yet. I will. You'll probably be able to figure out which decks I have just by this video. I can't do more than one video at a time on my phone because of its storage capacity, because my phone is stupid. So yeah, I'll do that soon, but that's me. I do like a lot of the depictions of the Queen of Swords that I've seen have a bird in it, just to kind of represent that air element and everything. Again, pulling it back to Pottermore, my Patronus is actually an osprey, which is some sort of hawk, I believe. So I just think that's kind of interesting how they do their, however their algorithm works, that, you know, they can really kind of figure. I knew I was a Ravenclaw before I took the test. I mean, it was kind of clear I'm a huge nerd. So, but yeah, that is definitely me. I am kind of that person who will sit there and overanalyze everything to death and make lists and think about pros and cons, and I don't always make my decisions that way. If you saw my last video, you'll see that I normally do that when I'm buying tarot decks, but I saw that one and I had to have it, so I bought it. A lot of times I think I tend to get tired of analyzing everything to death without ever making a decision, and then I just make it. But my thought process is that I always try to do things kind of a little more rationally. And I think that's part of why sometimes I actually have trouble with the tarot, because I approach it from, I want to learn it like I'm learning a subject in school. You know, flashcards and lists. And I think that's why I really like Benebell Wen's book, Holistic Tarot, because that's kind of how she approaches it, from a very intellectual angle, which I enjoy. I've not actually made my way through the whole thing at all. I actually found out she had a syllabus, a couple of them actually, on her website, so I want to download one of those and do it. But the intuition part is not there as much for me. And that's something I've been working on, because when I do trust my intuition more, I get a much better reading. The problem is I have a very hard time trusting my intuition because my entire life it has been drilled into me that my parents are scientists. So that's just not something that either one of them value. That's not something I ever valued growing up. So I've ignored it for a very long time, and it's a work in progress trying to, I don't know, open that back up or pay attention to it, not think of it as some, stupid little gut feeling that is meaningless. Because, I mean, those are always based on something, right? So anyway, that's my ramble about what court card I am. So that's me, Queen of Swords. So I will link Donna's video at Ozark Oracle. I will link that below if I can figure out how. But let me know in the comments or in a VR what your court card is and why. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.